Hey there, I'm Cody Coleman. Today I want to tell you a little bit about my life in order to give you motivation when times get hard. I'm a recent graduate from the Electrical Engineering and Computer Science Department at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, also known as MIT. Graduating at the top of my class, I decided to stay on for another year in order to get my Master's of Engineering. For the previous 2 summers, I worked at Google in Mountain View, California, as well as Zurich, Switzerland. I've traveled around the world, and in fact, I'm actually shooting this video in India. However, despite all of these accomplishments, I really had nothing at all when I was born, and I had to work my way in order to get to where I am today. When I was born, my mom was in prison for threatening to kill a senator's child. My father left before I was even born, and probably to this day doesn't even know that I exist. With both of my parents incapable of fulfilling their jobs as the guardians for me and my siblings, my grandparents kindly stepped in. However, they were old. They couldn't really guide us through the different issues that we were facing since it was a completely different time, nor did they really have the energy to. Eventually, my mom did come back into the picture after her charges were dismissed, but she was jaded by the experiences that she faced and was filled with bitterness. And she also really didn't care about our well-being. To make matters worse, we were really poor. The only sources of income that we had were the money that my mom got from government assistance, as well as my grandmother's Social Security check. And that was just enough to cover the taxes that we had on the house. We struggled in order to get food on the table, clothes on our back, and a roof over our head. It didn't seem like any of us were really on the track for success. However, fortunately, education opened up my eyes. It made me realize that the life I dreamed of could actually be a reality. Of course, this didn't happen overnight. At first, I went to school and I only really had 2 reasons. First, it was an escape. It was an escape from all the problems that I faced at home. Instead of being bombarded by the different arguments between my grandmother and my mom and all the issues that we faced, I was bombarded with knowledge. Secondly, I got a free meal for going to school. It wasn't great, but bad food is better than no food at all. Also, moreover, I didn't really excel in school. I actually started out in remedial English classes, and my math scores were average at best. I went to a poor public high school where we were actually 79 points below the state average on the math portion of the SAT. 62 points below the state average on the verbal, and 71 points below on the essay section. The ratio of students to computers was 19:1, over 16 times the state average, making it really hard for an aspiring computer scientist. However, none of this really mattered to me because I had indomitable motivation. I knew that I didn't want to live the life that my family did, filled with hardships. So one day when my brother came to visit, he asked me what school I wanted to go to. I said that I wanted to go to a good school, maybe something like Princeton, since at the time I was living in New Jersey, and the really good school that's close by is Princeton. However, I immediately followed up, not even giving my brother a chance to say anything, with saying that I didn't really think that I was going to get in. They would never accept someone like me. And my brother, he looked at me and he was shocked. He was like, What are you talking about? You do well in school, all you need to do is work hard. And that's when everything just clicked for me. It just made sense. I went from thinking, why try, to why not? And that's worked out for me. That manifested itself into 2 characteristics: endless positivity and naive optimism. Now, and back then as well, in high school, I took all of the negative things around me and I actually used that as fuel for my journey, motivation for the goal that I was going towards and the hard work that I was putting in. And I never counted myself out. I went after every opportunity, even if I only had a small chance for it. And as I said at the beginning of this video, it's worked out for me, and I've been able to live the life that I've dreamed of. And you can too. All you need to do is you need to find your passion and work hard. Success doesn't come easy, but it does come, so don't give up. Just stay with it, follow your dreams, and you can make it a reality. All right, thank you.